Hey y'all, it's a trans black nerd, you know. Before we kick off this episode, just want to acknowledge a couple things. First off, I know the art style between Ben 10 and Gravity Falls is super different. Side by side, 10-year-old Ben and Gwen look like they're babysitting 12-year-old Dipper and Mabel, and they're all supposed to be the same age in the story, so, you know, that's not great, but we gotta live with it. Second, for journal number 3, I'm gonna be making up certain stuff. There's gonna be specific stuff in journal 3 that's not in the actual book. I know that the book is publicly available, but I'm not going to read the entire book for small scenes in one big story. The last thing is make sure to watch part 1 before you watch this part, because there's some stuff in this part that's going to be referencing changes that I made to the story in part 1. So, without further ado, let's crack in. Dipper stood facing his cousin who had just turned into a fiery beast. His summer was definitely off to the weirdest start it could have been. He tried to calm Ben down, but it wasn't working. Not that he would blame him. If he'd suddenly turned into a giant flaming monster, he'd be panicking too. But it wasn't like Ben was hurt. Was he? Wait, you're not, like, hurt, are you? Dipper finally asked. Ben stopped running as he looked down at himself. No itching, no pain, no nothing. He was okay. This wasn't normal. He started laughing, messing around with his new body, snapping as he started fires. Dipper was amazed. He'd never seen anything like this outside the Justice League. Was Ben a superhero now? What did that watch do to him? It was a discovery of a lifetime for him. He only wished he could write it. The journal! He took it out and began flipping through it, only to find dozens and dozens of pages written in notes about this town, its history, monsters. Monsters? Hey, Ben? He asked, his eye twitching as he saw the boy already climbing out of the pit. He screamed to remind the boy that he was on fire, and in the middle of a forest made out of very flammable wood. He couldn't imagine a worse recipe for disaster. Unfortunately, Ben ignored him, and what happened next was completely expected. Hey, Gwen? Mabel asked, staring the other way into the forest. Our brothers are probably that way, right? Well, we looked this way for a long time, so probably, Gwen replied, continuing down her forest path. Coolio, cool beans. Side question. Do forests normally glow? Mabel asked. No, Gwen replied, turning around to see Mabel. Not unless they're on fire. Side note, the forest is on fire, Mabel replied. Gwen immediately turned and rushed to Mabel's side, so fast that she nearly toppled the girl over. She was right. It wasn't a big fire, not that she could see, but the few trees that were on fire were already burning particularly bright. She was lucky she was in the forest already. Any further and Mabel probably would have missed it.